Welcome to Appraiser Genie Cloud. Today we're going to demonstrate just how easy the Genie is to set up and set your defaults. We'll start with the defaults page on the far right of the tabs, and we'll go down and we'll click the software you use. It's got an easy drop down where it's easy for you to use. Next we'll go to the concessions. Whatever percentage you enter here, anything above that percentage in the concessions amounts will be adjusted out. So if you had 5% adjustments, concessions on a comp and you set your minimum at 3, anything from the difference, 2% would be adjusted. That's, whatever is normal and customary for your area. The site size variance, not all appraisers want to adjust dollar for every square foot. So if you have a corner lot and the rest of them are smaller, it may not be worth it anymore. So we give you the option of setting a site size variance. When you subtract the subject from the comps from the subject site size and then calculate the percentage difference, anything above that difference below that difference will not be adjusted. So if you had a 50% variance between the subject and comps, anything below 30 wouldn't be adjusted, only the 20% would be adjusted. A lot of USPAP instructors tell you don't adjust dollar for square foot because you're misrepresenting the accuracy of your analysis. Previous sales history, we give you the option to change how many years prior you want to search for the comps or the subjects. Many AMCs are wanting you to search 10 years prior now. We'll do it automatically for you and include it in your report based on what the selection is you enter here. Next is our minimum square feet to adjust. The same applies as the site size variance. If you're adjusting below, or your difference between your subject and your comps, if subject's 2,000, comps 1,900, there's a 100-foot difference, but not all appraisers want to adjust dollar for every square foot. So with this, if you enter 50 here, 50 would be taken off of that 100 square feet and only 50 square feet would be adjusted. And that's automatically in here if you don't want to. And if any of these you want to do a dollar for dollar adjustment, you just enter at 0. Next, we're going to do the National Association of Home Builders Single Family Cost Breakdown. This is updated annually. We use this to actually determine what percentage of the total cost is applicable to the GLA to do a GLA extraction. They determine the percentages. We update them automatically for you annually, and we'll place the number in here. Next, we have MLS acronyms. Every MLS, or I should say the majority of MLSs, have an abbreviation for your local association. Houston uses HAR, Houston Association of Realtors. You can enter up to 8 acronyms for the multiple MLSs you use, and these will automatically be included on a drop down on the input page, so you can select them so they'll be automatically placed in a verification fields that Fannie Mae require. It's just another method of expediting the process of completing your report. Once again, you can enter 8 acronyms. Once you're done with this page, you can go to the top right and click Save, and these will automatically become your defaults for future use. Next, we're going to go to the comment. The Genie allows you to enter comments that would be, or you can define yourself. We've entered some samples in these sections. You can remove them, you can reword them, whatever you want to do. If you'll notice, there's fields that are inside double curly brackets. Those fields will be automatically replaced by the results of the Genie calculations. You can select these fields by using the quick pick drop down and going down to find the field. If you wanted to change the previous sale date, you just select it and there it is. As we said, when these are exported, they will be automatically replaced, everything inside the curly brackets. Now you can move these fields, you can delete them, as long as you delete or move everything inside of the double curly brackets. That's what the Genie looks for for a replacement field. If you do any variation of that, it won't work. If you want to move it, you can always cut and paste in a different location, as long as you take everything inside the curly brackets. This particular field is the subject previous sale comments. And you can go through, there's over 200 fields you can pick from the results in the Genie. The next one is the comp previous sale comments. We've set up an example for you. This example is completely user definable. Next is the cost approach site comments. If you set this up and enter the land value method, we will go and find which land value you selected upon export to use in your cost approach, and we'll automatically replace that and put it in cost approach comments. If you're in a non-disclosure state and you don't have sales prices, you can use this field to replace the zero that many lenders don't want to see, and it'll just say an undisclosed amount in place of your sales price field. 1004MC, all the fields, comment fields from the 1004MC are here. You have multiple drop downs from the quick picks to place. You can see I've placed many in this field. You can edit this, change it, do whatever you want, leave it blank, move fields, add fields, however you want to do it. Concessions, if your MLS doesn't report concessions, we have a comment field here that you can set up the default to that. REOs, data sources, summaries, condos, they're all here. You can edit them, use quick picks, change them however you like to make it your own report. When you're done, just click save on the top right, and these will become your defaults for future reports. Next, we're going to go through the definitions in the defaults. We've set up definitions that you're welcome to copy and paste and place in your report, or just to review to determine how the adjustments were made. Each one of these definitions, the majority of these definitions come from the Appraisal Institute Real Estate Dictionary, and I'm assuming you have a copy to avoid copyright restrictions. But at the same time, some of these weren't in the dictionary, and we developed definitions to give your users or your readers of your report, intended users, a way to determine exactly how it's being calculated. Feel free to copy and paste them and put them in your report. If you have additions you'd like to see added to these, or you have better definitions, let us take a look at them. We'll see what we can do. Next, we have the graphs. The Genie calculates trends based on your MLS export. The trends are by month, quarter, and year up to 5 years. So whatever you export is what it's going to calculate. You can export up to 3,000 comps. You select from a drop-down how you want the graph to be built by the month, quarter, year. And then you can see there's multiple options. You select the checkbox for the graphs. You can select up to 10 graphs and include the graphs in your report just by clicking that default. These will become your default, so anytime you export, these will automatically be included in your report. In addition, if you don't want them included in your report, whatever graphs you selected here will be generated on a page and placed in your work file if your software has a digital work file. If it doesn't, they'll be placed in your documents, Appraiser Genie, the year of the report / the address of the report, and inside of there will be a work file that will have a copy of all the graphs. When you're done making changes, you click Save. All this will be done automatically and placed in your report once you set your default. I want to thank you for coming purchasing Genie Cloud. We appreciate your business. If you have any input, any ideas or better ideas, please let us know. We're always looking for better methods or better ideas. We don't claim to have all the answers. Have a good